You don't always have to step outside to meet the eerie beings. Sometimes they come knocking at your door. And today's video is a chilling collection of cryptids and unknown entities caught on doorbell cameras, staring straight into the lens, as if they're looking directly into your soul. Let's begin. One night, a man heard knocking at his door. He stepped outside but found no one, so he shut the door. The moment he did, a strange figure peeked from behind a wall, unaware a doorbell camera was recording. The next morning, he checked the footage and was stunned. At first, he thought a neighbor was playing a prank, but the figure didn't look like someone in a mask or costume. Other residents also reported disturbances that night, and some claimed they saw an unknown craft crash nearby. Could this creature be a lost operator? Or an escapee from Area 51? Eerie Clown. Not all clowns spread happiness. Some spark nightmares. Just like this one. Captured by a ring camera, a clown holding black balloons was seen walking toward a house. He stopped and stared straight into the camera with an unsettling smile, as if he knew he was being watched. After a few seconds, he walked backward without breaking eye contact. He didn't knock or speak, just stared. The strange part, no one in the house had a birthday. No neighbors saw him arrive. And those balloons weren't for celebrating. It seemed like he was delivering a message no one wanted to receive. Woman or what? A woman waiting for her grocery order heard a knock at the door. She checked the doorbell camera. No one was there. But when she looked out the window, she froze. There stood a figure that looked like an elderly woman. She wasn't moving, just standing perfectly still, staring straight at the window. Her face had no expression. At first, the woman thought she was lost, but the way she stood, the way she watched was not normal. Before the lady could inform anyone else, the creepy lady vanished and was never seen again. Haunting figure. While on a camping trip, a man experiencing strange activities at night decided to install a trail camera on a nearby tree, and what it captured was beyond his imagination. A humanoid figure appeared from the darkness and began walking toward the camera. As soon as the flash lit up its face, the terrifying hollow eyes became clearly visible. The figure quickly approached the light source and began shaking the camera, as if it wasn't happy about being spied on by a human. Thankfully, it didn't enter the camp. Otherwise, things might have ended very differently for that adventurer. The next morning, the camper left the area and never dared to return again. Humanoid creature. Sometimes it's better not to be alone at home. Here's why. This girl, all alone, was finishing her household chores when things started to get strange. Right after she collected the clothes and turned around, someone peeked inside through the open door. Let's zoom in and watch it again. It was a pale humanoid creature that could be seen crawling. What happened next is still unknown, as the video suddenly cuts off. Some people believe it might have been a thief, but the inhuman features tell a different story. So, could this be an alien or the Rake? I'd like to know what you guys think. Crouched mystery. After being away from his home for a few days, a man reviewed his CCTV footage and couldn't believe his eyes. With a flashlight in her hand, a strange hunched figure could be seen walking into the garden of his house. She looked like a porch pirate, but then a disturbing detail caught his attention. Her eyes were glowing, despite the fact that human eyes don't reflect light. Even more unsettling, she was moving unlike any normal person. People who watched the eerie clip suggested the homeowner should seek help from a priest, thinking it might be a ghost. Others believed it was a skinwalker. or maybe even a shapeshifter. But who or what it really was is still a mystery. Late night visitor. It was midnight when a doorbell camera picked up something strange. An elderly woman stood outside a house, holding a kitchen knife. She looked confused and uneasy, but she wasn't threatening anyone. Her hands were shaking as she looked around, like she didn't know where she was or why she had the knife. At one point, she even looked directly into the camera. That seemed like she was asking for help. The homeowner called the police and later identified that she had been dealing with memory loss or confusion, possibly dementia. Thankfully, everything was okay, and she was taken home safely. Bizarre walk. Some moments can't be explained, and this one is right at the top of that list. The home security camera picked up a dark, shadow-like figure creeping upside down on all fours. And even more bizarre, it was walking backward. After a few seconds, the figure suddenly stood upright, turned, and walked away like an ordinary person. Let's replay it. That shift from crawling creature to human form left people speechless. Was it a person pretending, or something else using a human shape? Because whatever this was, it wasn't normal. Lost extraterrestrial. In 2024, a Ring camera captured something truly strange standing outside a house door. A tiny figure appeared out of nowhere, with pitch black eyes. It stared directly into the camera lens. It had pale skin and a large head, making it look like something from another planet. Strangely, the creature didn't knock, nor did it attempt to enter the house. It just stood there, peeking inside, before disappearing forever. The homeowner tried to search for the being, but it was never seen again. All that remained was this eerie footage of the tiny figure, which, according to him, was a lost extraterrestrial, possibly just trying to find a place to hide. Backyard figure.
It's looking, oh my god, oh my gosh. Dude, this thing is weird.
For several days, strange things had been happening around this man's home. So one day, he placed a camera in the window, and that's when he saw it. A tall, hunched figure stepped out. It had a humanoid body, rough-looking skin, and moved slowly. The man couldn't figure out what it was. Frightened, he called a police officer and began explaining what he was seeing.
This thing is looking weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
The figure tried to approach the house, but after realizing it was being watched, it slowly stepped back and disappeared into the dark. The man was convinced he had seen a gargoyle that night, but what if it was something even more terrifying? Misty beast. Animals have always been able to sense otherworldly things before humans, and this clip proved it. Posted 2 years ago, the video showed a dog standing and looking outside the house. Suddenly, it started barking at something, but nothing was visible. Even when watched closely, nothing could be seen, until a misty figure appeared out of nowhere and ran toward the back of the house. The dog was then seen running after it. The figure floated for a moment, then disappeared. No one ever found out what it was, but the video continued to grab attention online. Peing terror. A couple had been experiencing mysterious activities in their home, so they decided to monitor it using a camera. One day, they noticed a strange glitch in the recording, and at the same time, someone peeked inside the house. At first, it looked like a human, but wait until you zoom in on the figure. The pale white face was anything but human. It stayed for a few seconds, scanned the room, and suddenly sprang back. But that wasn't it. It reappeared, only to vanish again. Terrified, the couple uploaded the footage online. From a lost gray alien to a thief wearing a mask, netizens shared their theories. But to this day, no one has been able to identify the pale, peeking mystery. Spooky being.
Oh my god, he's dropped! Give me the camera! Take it!
Every night after 8 p.m., strange noises echoed through a man's house. Tired of guessing, he decided to set up cameras to catch whatever was causing it. But while adjusting one of the cameras, something unexpected happened. A dark, shadowy figure appeared behind the window. The man rushed outside, but found nothing.
Quick, what's outside the door? Go, got a torch.
Later, he checked the footage from another camera, and there it was again. The shadow figure stood still, then vanished into thin air. Was it a spirit? A glitch in reality? Or something that watches only when you're alone? Glowing eyes. You won't believe what this man caught on tape in Mexico. He was driving late at night and was recording his journey through the side mirror. But then suddenly, the man saw something standing in the middle of the road. It's hard to tell what he captured, so let's slow the footage down and zoom in. It definitely looks like a strange figure standing on 4 limbs. Its face is still difficult to make out, but the body looks really unnatural, and just for a moment, the creature's eyes reflect light like a predator, making the whole encounter really strange. Mysterious beast. Another Ring camera clip showed this mysterious creature. It was trying to enter the house and was struggling to open the door. The entity had a pale, humanoid body, but its arms and height were attention-grabbing. The arms were oddly joined with the body, as they were not for this body. The creature was tall and smart as well. It knew how to hide its face from the camera. Some online viewers called it Wendigo from Algonquian folklore because of its tall humanoid body and thick arms, but no one was sure of it. Streetwalker. Next on the list is this eerie entity caught on a street camera in India. The strangest part? It was just legs walking, supporting an upper body missing its head. It was bent unnaturally, and the grainy video made its full shape hard to see. Witnesses said it looked like a blemaye, a headless humanoid creature with long legs. But since the odd being was never seen again, its exact identity remains unknown. Rake sighting. The exact location of this footage is unknown, but it was filmed in someone's room, and what it showed was disturbing. A humanoid being crawled inside, and before anyone could identify it, the video cut off. Online users claimed it could be a home intruder, but if you pause the footage and look closely, its features resemble the Rake, and the way it moved didn't look natural at all. Now, I'll leave it up to you to decide. Was this really the Rake, or something even more terrifying lurking in the dark? In the house.
What are you doing in my house?
Some creatures don't just stop at your doorstep. Sometimes they enter your house and stand right in front of you. That's exactly what happened to a woman who was home alone when she heard someone breaking in. Upon investigating, she came across a massive humanoid creature with eyes that glowed in the dark. It had huge ears that didn't resemble anything known. Before she could even process what she was seeing, the video cut off. Leaving behind nothing but a trail of questions. What was the creature? How did it enter the house? And most importantly, is the woman all right? Unknown invader. Now have a look at this footage of a cryptid trying to invade a house. This was captured by a homeowner who had been noticing damage to the garden fence. At first, he thought it might be a stray animal, but upon reviewing the footage, he noticed something strange. Let's zoom in. With its glowing eyes and gray skin, the creature looked anything but a known animal. Terrified, he posted the video online, and netizens came up with all kinds of theories. From an alien to a dogman and a golem, people gave it different names. But who, or what, actually tried to invade the house is still unknown. Ner Walker. Captured somewhere in the dense woods of the Philippines, this mysterious figure was seen emerging from a grave. With an extremely thin body and elongated limbs, it began walking eerily toward the camera. Moments later, another shadowy figure appeared behind it and started crawling. According to the locals, a hunter lost his life here along with his companion, and now their ghosts are said to roam these woods at night, haunting anyone who dares to enter. So next time you ever visit that place, beware, because you might come across that hunter. Unknown crawler. Captured by a CCTV camera in the middle of the night, a strange entity was seen moving along a road. It walked on all fours, its body bent unnaturally. The clip was grainy, but its movements were hard to ignore. The figure seemed to drag itself forward using its arms. Its shape wasn't fully clear, but something about it felt wrong, almost evil. It looked like a demonic entity. Residents were afraid to watch the footage and thought to investigate. But unfortunately, the unknown crawler was not seen again, and the mystery continues. Sudden visitor. While the woman was away, her Ring camera captured something she never expected. A man appeared outside her front door and stared directly into the camera with wide open eyes. He was acting strangely, standing there silently for several seconds before walking off. When she reviewed the footage, chills ran down her spine, and she immediately called the police. Later, authorities confirmed the man had escaped from a nearby asylum and had been missing for days. Thankfully, he couldn't enter her house, otherwise the story might have ended differently. Real or trick? An anonymous source shared a video on TikTok that showed a strange person standing at what looked like a bus station. You might be thinking, what's so unusual? Wait until we zoom in. Did you see that? Although the figure appeared to be a normal human at first glance, the disturbing part was its head. It wasn't on its body. Some claimed it was just a camera glitch, but to me, it looked like a blemis, a mythical headless creature from the past that somehow came to life. What do you guys think this could be? Passing shadow. Captured somewhere in Indonesia, this CCTV footage shows a figure that appeared to be human. But wait until it starts walking. Did you see that? The figure gradually began fading and almost vanished as it touched the gate. Or should I say, it passed through it like there was nothing there. The owner of this house claimed it was the soul of his late security guard, who lost his life while fighting off thieves. And now, his spirit wanders to protect the house. Teleportation or what? While walking down a street in Colombia, a woman was captured on a CCTV camera. At first, it looked like a normal lady. Then suddenly, it vanished. Just vanished. Like if it never existed. More strangely, she didn't appear on any other camera nearby, and no one saw where she went. Locals were baffled. The clip didn't show her running or hiding. She simply disappeared mid-frame. And after that day, people began calling her a ghost lady, and the road was considered a haunted one. Terrifying encounter. In this nighttime footage, a man is seen running through a footpath, being chased by something not easy to describe. The creature had no hair, its limbs were long and bent at odd angles, and behind it dragged a tail. The darkness made it hard to identify what exactly was following him. That was the last time the man was seen. His family searched for days, but he never came back. It looked like he crossed paths with an otherworldly creature, or a lab creation that escaped, and found its first target. Swing Spook. This creepy CCTV video showed a figure dressed as a woman. At first, it was standing still, but then it started pushing the swing. There was no one sitting on the swing, but it was moving the swing back and forth. The face of the entity could not be seen, because it was covered with a cloth. And after a few seconds, the figure disappeared, and the swing was swinging on its own. This paranormal sight haunted those who watched it and called it a ghost of someone who once swinged that swing, and now reliving that moment. Dark beings. A man from Texas shared security cam footage that quickly caught everyone's attention. The video showed small dark figures walking slowly around his parked car in the middle of the night. They didn't make a sound, just moved strangely for a few minutes before suddenly vanishing without a trace. The footage left viewers split. Some said the figures looked like elves. Others believed they resembled goblins, pointing to their odd posture and shadowy form. No one knows for sure what they were. So, what do you think? Elves watching us? Or something more mischievous hiding in the dark? Creepy crawler. In the middle of a road, a strange figure was captured on tape. It was large, with long, oddly bent arms and legs, and multiple tails dragging behind it. The creature paused, looked around, then continued crossing the road, as if it knew it was being watched. Though the footage was slightly blurry, its shape looked familiar. Viewers quickly connected it to an earlier clip, the same type of creature that had chased a man and disappeared into the woods. But here's the unsettling part. If this wasn't the same one, then how many more are out there? And what exactly are they looking for? Eerie movements. A man was staying at his grandmother's house when strange things started happening around him. So he installed cameras, and what they captured was shocking. A humanoid figure with thin limbs and a large head was seen walking with a crouched back. The creature's eerie appearance, combined with the grainy video quality, made it hard to identify. The man uploaded the footage online and jokingly called the figure Cyrax. Viewers flooded the comments with theories. Some believed it was a Fresno nightcrawler, while others weren't so sure. What do you think this was? Comment below. Small Walker. Captured by a CCTV camera at an unknown location, this strange footage shows a small, eerie figure wandering through a quiet neighborhood. It moves in and out of a house, as if searching for something or someone. Locals were terrified, claiming it resembled a Eerie, a spirit from Japanese folklore. Some even reported livestock attacks. Fear spread quickly, forcing several families to move away. To this day, no one knows what the creature was, but its presence still haunts the area, with sightings continuing to surface.